Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Hernandez and I am a junior at San Diego State University. I will be studying abroad in South Korea for 5 months. I will be part of the Global Village program at Yonsei University at the Wonju campus. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to leave and be on this great adventure. And so I decided that it would be a good opportunity for me to write about my experience slash do videos on what I'm doing there, take pictures, etc. So I can share it with my family and friends, and as well as anyone who's interested in studying abroad. And basically, this first video, I really wanted to talk about the steps and the timeline you should probably look for when studying abroad or planning to study abroad. This is all before I'm actually leaving. So this first video is an opportunity for you to really dedicate time to the program that you're interested in and the research, etc. So the first step you should actually do is make an account with the portal for your university for study abroad. So for specifically San Diego State, we have Ask Abroad. So if you haven't yet, create that portal. It's really simple, it takes 2 minutes. And after you do that, look at the different programs available. There's hundreds. There's some for specifically San Diego State, the CSU, there's private ones, there's faculty-led ones. So check all those out, look at which countries you might be interested in, which ones you're not interested in, and kind of cross those out, what regions you may or not want to go to, those things like that. Also, if you're from a different university, I recommend to go and look at your portal. Some universities, have certain portals just like ours. If not, it's okay, because you can always just go to the study abroad office. At San Diego State, we have it at the International Student Center, so it's not that far. It's next to Parking Structure 4. If you can go check that out. At different universities, it might be located in some different areas, but that's probably the next thing you want to do after you create your portal. Actually go visit a study abroad advisor. For me, I had Ine, which she was amazing. Thank you, Ine. She really helped me choose what program I was interested in based on what I needed and my needs. So for example, I wanted to look for a program that would be financially accessible to me, and I think that she definitely helped me choose that, and that was amazing, and I thank her for that. And so if you're sitting at SDSU, I recommend go talking to her or any of the other advisors there. They're all amazing. If you're going to a different university, I recommend checking them out on the website and seeing which one you fit better talking to, or which one you feel that will help you the most. So check that out. After you're doing that, and after you look at all the countries and talk to your study abroad advisor, start the application process ASAP. It may not seem as much. At San Diego State, it wasn't as much. You just needed a recommendation, a letter, or not a recommendation, a statement, and the application itself. It wasn't very long, but it was time consuming to write that essay. So get on that, do it as soon as possible. And if you're a different university, your requirements might be a little different, but they're basically all the same. The next thing is actually looking if the university abroad has an application, because for the Global Village program, I actually had to apply twice. So I had applied through SDSU and then through the Global Village program. The Global Village program specifically, application was really long and really specific, very time consuming. So make sure you're on that and look at all the checklist that they give you and see if you're missing anything, because they do ask for you to go to the doctor, to write another essay, to fill out the application, etc. So check that out, look at it, ask your study abroad advisor for any questions. Also email the Global Village program. They are amazing. They will answer all your questions. So definitely get on that. Look it up. The application is also linked on the blog, so check that out if you're interested on an example of an application as well. So yes, that was the second one. The third one is once you submit your application and you're ready and you're waiting to see if you get in or not, start your academic approval form. So basically at San Diego State, that's where you show the university that you're going to actually be taking classes abroad and which ones you're possibly going to be taking or could potentially get credit for. So check that out. If you're at a different university, it might be called something else, but all universities require you to submit something saying that you're actually going to take classes there because you're studying abroad. So that's the third thing. Make sure that you also look if any other students have studied at the program that you're going to, and if you do, ask your study abroad advisor for their contact information, so then you can ask them, oh, what classes did you take? Did you like certain ones? Did you recommend others? So that's another thing you should look for. So step 4, you're going to be applying for a visa. Some countries offer different types of visas based on how long you're going to be staying there, what country you're from, etc. For South Korea, I actually had to apply. I had to do this long application, make sure I had all the requirements, and apply about a couple weeks before I left, after I got forms from the Global Village program saying that I'm actually going to be a student there. So after I received that, I sent it in. It took a while, but make sure you have tracking, because I thought I lost mine, and it was okay, but make sure you have tracking, make sure that everyone's talking to each other and communicating with, oh, did you get the passport at the embassy there, or did you not? Or you can call and make sure that you have the right things, because you don't want to, be stuck without a passport and having to leave and not have one. So make sure you call the embassy or the consulate, depending on where you're located. Make sure to call them and make sure that you have all your requirements correct, and double check it 5 times if you have to, because you don't want to be, not have a visa. So do that. The specifics are on the blog, so check that out if you're interested in. The next thing is check mine. I put an example of the visa application and see how it looks. It is somewhat in Korean/English, so as I mentioned, ask questions if you need to. You can email me or actually email the consulate. I have a checklist on here as well of what you need to submit. Step 5. So the next thing is packing list. So you have to make sure that you don't take too much or too little, because depending on the country that you're going to, it may vary a little bit on what you need to take. For example, South Korea. A lot of the people that I was talking to that have studied there or studying there currently say to make sure you take a lot of deodorant. So I am taking a bunch of those. And then a lot of other countries are saying, a lot of other people are saying that toothpaste is a big thing as well in Korea. Making sure I'm taking anything like I might need, such as towels, because they don't really use large towels. I do, so make sure you take large towels if you need those. Also take certain soaps if you're interested in like your specific shampoo. If you're not specific, you can buy that over there. I have to have specific shampoo. Too long, that's another story. But pack things that are going to fit your needs. And so make a list. I attached my version of my list on an Excel spreadsheet on my blog, so check that out down there. And you can play around with it. You can change it, add it, subtract, whatever you want on there. Feel free to use it. I am very picky, and I want to make sure that I have everything on there. So I probably have done it 3 to 4 times. I've not redone the whole thing, but added things, because once I'm starting to pack, I just started throwing things into my luggage. I'm going to be making another video actually on packing in the next couple days, so check that out as well. And it's going to be specifically packing and what you should or shouldn't take, and the dimensions, etc. So yeah, look out for that. Next step is create a budget. Create a budget. It's a big thing. You don't want to be over there and have no money, so make sure you plan accordingly. Apply to scholarships. I applied to maybe 10 scholarships, 20, around there, and I got a couple. So I'm really happy, and that way I don't have to be paying so much of my own money because I got scholarships. And so if you can, apply to them ASAP. San Diego State has so many study abroad scholarships, so apply to those. Don't be afraid. It's simple. Write an essay, get it checked, done, submit. See if you can try to get those. If you're not at SDSU, it's okay, because a lot of other universities have so many. So apply to them, go to your financial aid office if you have to, and check those out. But also, the budget. I attached a awesome spread PDF sheet thing that you can add like how much you think you're going to be spending for each thing, and it gives you at the end a total of what you need, how much you're missing, etc. What I also did that was really helpful is I asked the different students who have studied abroad in the specific program I was in, and I was like, how much did you spend on food? And they would be like, oh, $2 to $7. So I would average that out, and I times it, and I looked at how much I think I would spend, so then I could create a budget for that. I made an actual example of one on the blog to look at that if you need kind of like a guidance. This is not specifically mine. I just did a bunch of numbers that could potentially be for any study abroad. So look at that. Studying abroad is really expensive, so make sure you plan accordingly and don't go on a shopping spree if you can't. So step 7, planning your study abroad experience. So make sure to look at this awesome PowerPoint that I found online on my blog, because it tells you about credit cards, scams, and what you should and shouldn't take, and your potential scams and stuff like that. So check that PDF out. It helped me so much on decide where and who I wanted to take a credit card out with. I decided that I wanted to do debit card and credit card. So based on the country that you're going to, it might actually be easier to use your debit card. For example, in South Korea, that was for me, or your credit card as well. I'm doing both. You should take more than one bank, because South Korea, they don't really have like Bank of America and Chase and Wells Fargo and Union Bank and all these other banks. So if you can, take more than one bank account, see which one is cheaper for you with less fees, and if you can get one with your parents, go for it. Why not? I didn't, because I didn't feel that I needed to, but some people did. A lot of my friends did when they went study abroad. So if that's you, go for it. Just make sure to research really well, because you don't want to be paying like so much fees for things that you don't have to. So yeah, look at that, check it out. Look at the PDF down there as well. The next thing is packing. As I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a video about packing, so check that out below. If you have any questions or you're concerned about anything that I mentioned that doesn't make sense, email me, message me, Facebook me, call me, or not call me, text me if you have to, if you know my number. If not, just message me. My email's down below. Check out my blog if you haven't yet, if you're on YouTube. Hopefully my experience will be helpful for you. I thought that when I was looking for videos for my study abroad experience, there was none, until I found like 2 that were from like 2011. So if you have any questions, or if you need me to make a certain video, please comment below or email me, or etc. Look at my blog. I will be posting throughout my journey, so follow and send this to anyone else who might be kind of unsure of where they want to study abroad or could potentially be studying abroad. And so yeah, thank you for checking out my video blog, and also check out my actual blog as well. It's my SCSU Study Abroad Experience.blogspot.com. The link is below. Thank you so much, and I look forward to South Korea. Thanks. Bye.